After tossing your scraps, have you ever wondered where it winds up? If you are a Rhode Island resident like myself, all of our trash and recycling ends up in the same place, located in Johnston, Rhode Island at Rhode Island Resource Recovery. Standing at approximately 250 feet high, 15 feet taller than our state house, this grassy hillside is actually our central landfill. Did you know that we are on the final phase of our landfill? What this means is that we are set to hit capacity in the next 15 years. There are 6 phases, however, phase 1 through 4 have already closed. Phase 5 remains active as phase 6 begins. I repeat, we are in the final phase. So what's next? I asked Jared Rhodes, Policy Programs Director of Rhode Island Resource Recovery, just that.
Now we are consistently thinking about that question and working to assess a number of options.
We have 4 options. A, find another city or town to build a landfill. B, attempt to expand the current facility. C, ship it out of state. Or D, incinerate. Moral of the story is we need to continue to educate and practice reduce, reuse, recycle, and rot tactics to the greatest of our ability. Only 21% of what's being thrown away is actually garbage. 19% of what's going into our central landfill is recyclable, and 16% is compostable, meaning more than 50% can be diverted from the landfill altogether. Improvements in these areas alone could reduce overall trash in Rhode Island by as much as 1/3. What can we do to help? Recycle, but doing so properly.
Resource Recovery Corporation, we have predetermined materials acceptance criteria. You can find those online. But generally anything that doesn't meet the 4 basic rules for recycling: paper or cardboard, metal cans, lids, or foil, glass bottles, jars, or plastic containers. So anything other than that essentially gets considered a contaminant within the recycling stream. Loads will come in, they'll get tipped on the MRF floor. Our inspectors will take a look at that material and determine whether or not it is clean enough to make sense to run it through our processing equipment. If it does not, the portions of the load that are most contaminated will be scooped up, and yes, in fact, those will be brought up in landfill.
Each 1.06 million of us here in the state of Rhode Island produces, on average, about 4.5 pounds of trash per day, recycling only about a pound of that. Rhode Island Resource Recovery's everyday mission is to provide safe, environmentally compliant, clean and affordable solid waste and recycling services for the Rhode Island community. The only way that they are able to serve us is if we serve ourselves. Make eco-conscious decisions. I'm Jacquelyn Lussier, Wildcat Scratch.